Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the Kingdom of Bahrain is known for its innovative solutions, and today we shed light on a creative clinic, literally, by a female Bahraini entrepreneur. We're talking about Serenia Healthcare Services, which is a mobile clinic that delivers medical healthcare directly to your doorstep. To speak more about that, we have here in the studio the founder and CEO of Serenia Healthcare Services. We have here Dr. Nasreen Hassan Muhammad. Good evening. Hi, how are you?
Good evening. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I mean, just hearing the thing about a mobile clinic, I mean, that's like, okay, I've never heard that before. So tell us more about it.
So Serenia Healthcare Services, it's basically a mobile clinic. It's a dream that I've been living with since 2018.
Okay.
And the dream came true just 6 months ago.
Amazing.
And we have a van which is fully equipped with all medical devices that you can find in any primary healthcare or any family service, family doctor service, with all the medications as well as the consumables. So we do provide healthcare services at your doorstep, or even if you want us in your working space.
Okay.
So we deliver that.
Wow. Wow. I mean, you changed the game, pretty much.
Well, it has to change. This is what is happening at least in the Western countries.
Okay.
And it was accelerated more with the COVID-19 pandemic.
Right.
That a lot of people, they were affected by not able to access healthcare services in hospitals. So as a consequence to that, people now started to move toward providing certain medical services at the doorstep of the patient, especially simple things, not major things that would require hospitals or more aggressive therapy.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the fact is, let's say you don't feel well, right? The psychological pain of driving all the way to the hospital, parking, going in, giving your CPR, paying. Then you sit down, you wait for a number or a name, and then some guy speaks on the microphone. I'm not sure if it was your name or not, depending on the accent.
Yeah.
And then you go inside the doctor, and apparently in certain places they have a time frame. Oh, you only got 15, 20 minutes for you to get a full diagnosis. Hey, leave, get a prescription, here's your Panadol, and leave. That process, I don't think it's anybody's favorite.
Imagine that if you have a sick kid who's been crying, or you have an elderly who has to be lifted with a wheelchair. It is more painful. And probably because of those two certain, very vulnerable groups, as I think they would require more attention to be, served at their comfort of their homes.
That is amazing. I mean, again, this is a game changer.
Yeah.
That's it. The fact is that at my doorstep, I can come in and get the service itself. I feel like a VIP, It's like, oh my God, you're coming to me. I'm supposed to go to you.
Yeah, everyone deserves a very high quality, convenient healthcare service. So everyone is a VIP, at least for Serenia.
Wow. And I love the word Serenia. I mean, it's from serenity, right?
Exactly.
Love
so
that.
that's why we have used the name. So this is basically what we are doing.
Okay.
Providing service, calm, free, hassle-free. So that's the name.
You know what? Before you even go on with this, we would like to know more about yourself. So your background. I mean, as we mentioned, you as Dr. Nasreen. So are you you were involved more in the medical field, or you were more as an entrepreneur? What happened?
No, actually, I did my MD degree in Bahrain.
Okay.
And I did a different specialty, which is in laboratory or pathology.
Wow.
But the idea just came to my mind because of a personal experience. If I was sick with a fever, I could not even lift myself out of bed to go to a medical service.
Let alone, right?
Yeah, and then the waiting. You have to register and you have to wait, and then there is a waiting room. So it was just hectic.
Yeah.
And the same thing happened with my grandfather. He keeps saying, I don't want to go to hospitals. I don't want to go. Bring the doctor to me. Bring the doctor to me. And that was the light for me. Bring the doctor to me.
And it just started right there.
Yeah, exactly.
A light bulb moment. It's like, how can we make this happen? It's because this is not really a common thing, so I can only imagine like the regulations and when you have to register all this, like there's like as much as people were excited about, at the same time it's like, okay, what is going on here?
So as I think, as you mentioned, it is the first of its kind in Bahrain. So certain authorities, they did not have any regulation. We have to start the regulation. And it was just a very painful process. It took almost 2 years. Since 2018 I've been working on those. So to get all the papers, all the approvals from different governmental authorities, it took a while. But because I did believe that the healthcare services has to be provided with a more convenience to the patient. So that's why I was, I had the perseverance to go after it. It was a hard way, but finally I reached and I launched the service.
Congratulations for making this happen. Because of you right now we have a clear regulation. If somebody would actually follow your path, you introduced that to us, so thank you so much. Bahrain thanks you right now. Even the authorities thanks you for that at this point, I'm sure of it. If like initiating a new idea, which is, a doorstep service of medical health care. So now what kind of service would we actually get out of Serenia? If we were gonna should we call you? Is it an application? What happens there?
So basically at this point of time, we have mainly two main services, which is a family physician or a GP consultation. As well as some laboratory investigations. So these are the two services. We have certain medical packages that we provide as well. One of them is the maternal package that we are introducing.
Okay.
So and we are willing to expand this. We are sure in the future, near future, we are going to expand our services as well as the packages that we are providing. For you to request our service, we have two ways. We have our mobile application, which you can log in, have your own account, you can add your family members with your location, and you can choose the service that you want, you can choose the date and the time, do the payment, and we will appear at your doorstep.
Wow, so this is gonna be so cool. Like, all of a sudden, like I'll be like, somebody rings the bell, it's like, is that food? And like, no, it's not my doctor.
Exactly.
That's my doctor, and my food at the same time, actually.
Yeah.
This is so cool. So now you're fully functional, people are calling, you're visiting different houses.
Yes.
And what's the reception?
Well, the people who tried it, they would like to try it the second time and the third time because they have seen the difference.
Right.
As you mentioned at the beginning, when you go to a healthcare facility, you have only 10 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes with a doctor. But here they have the comfort to keep asking. As I remember, one of the patients spent 1 hour or 2 hours, especially if they required some sort of other intervention like intravenous fluids or an IV fluids. So it will take a longer. So the team will be there. We have the doctor, the nurses as well. So we'll provide the full, and we would explain everything in regards to the patient condition, give them the advices, the prescription, and we're done.
Wow. Just wow. And you're starting with one van, but I can see there are going to be more of those, pretty much keeping up with the demand, right?
Hopefully.
Once we get to see how cool this is and the quality is so different, I think, again, this is a game changer to a lot of things. Wow. So I can only see how things are getting even better and bigger and even more impactful when it comes to medical health care. But what kind of future are you going to have with this? Do you think it's going to get bigger? You're going to have like more things? You're going to branch out? Where are you heading with this?
So I think it's the dream of any entrepreneur to expand and his service and even go outside Bahrain and take it to other countries in the region. So I just have to work hard. Have the perseverance to go for it. We'll try to do our best to provide the best quality that would satisfy the patient, and as I think this would take us to a different level.
I kid you not. Before this interview, I just received a voice note from my brother saying that he's not feeling well, as we were supposed to meet soon. So I told him, dude, don't worry, I'm gonna pass you by, we're gonna go to the hospital. I don't think we need that anymore. I'll give you the address and that's it. He's just like gonna pass by, somebody's gonna ring the bell, he'll think it's food, but no, it's actually a doctor.
Yeah, it's the clinic, the whole clinic.
It's the entire clinic to your doorstep.
Exactly.
This is amazing. Well, you know what, thank you so much, for making this happen. Thank you so much for adding this amazing innovation to Bahrain's medical healthcare segment and industry. I mean, This is a game changer. I keep saying this a lot because we've never seen this before. Although the idea makes a lot of sense, but nobody took the initiativity to actually make it happen. And you did. Now, I'm going to go out there and just build my own brand because of you, we have all the regulations set. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for being with us right here on Bahrain Now. And we can't wait to have another talk about the expansion of Serenia's healthcare services.
Hopefully soon.
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. And I say it again, this is definitely a game changer with Serenia. All that took place with Dr. Nasreen right here on Bahrain Now.